Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series of Advanced Concrete Technology. So far we have covered so many topics of unit 4th. Okay, so in today's lecture I am going to finish this unit number 4. Okay, so we have only one topic left in this unit. Okay, and let us see the topic first. Go to structure and syllabus. Here I am going to show you the topics which I have covered in this unit till now. Okay, see unit number 4, historical development of FRC. So unit 4 is totally based on fiber reinforced concrete, means the concrete which is made up of conventional material along with fibers, means we have included fibers in our concrete, so we can call this as fiber reinforced concrete. So we have studied all the points, all the factors, all the benefits, disadvantages and types of fibers too in this unit. Okay, till now we have covered all these things. How many types of fibers are available in the market, which type of fibers is good for for your desired concrete. Okay, so we have seen so many factors. Okay, now the last is interaction between fibers and matrix, the last topic, and which one is very important, the interaction between fiber and the matrix. See, what is fiber and what is matrix? Fiber, already I told you. See this one, interaction between fiber and matrix, uncracked and cracked matrix. So fibers already I have discussed in detail. Okay, what is fiber? And now the next is fiber and matrix. So this matrix is the new term for you. Okay, because till now we have not covered this matrix part. Okay, so first of all you should know what is matrix and what is fiber and what are the role of these two. When we combine fiber with matrix, then what will form, or what properties the concrete will show. Okay, so many properties are there that the concrete will show when it get mixed. Okay, so this, the interaction between fiber and matrix is the fundamental properties, okay, that affects the performance of cement based fiber composite material. Okay, so when the fiber and matrix, okay, mix together, so it will show various fundamental properties, okay, which also affects the performance of cement based fiber composite material. Okay, so fiber interaction with homogeneous uncracked matrix occurs in almost all composites during the initial stages of loading. Listen carefully. This fiber interaction with homogeneous uncracked matrix means matrix is not in a cracked manner. Okay, it is uncracked. Okay, so with it occurs almost all composites. Composites means the mixture which is made up of two or more different materials. Okay, so during the initial stages of loading, जब हम क्या करेंगे, जब हम लोड देंगे, when we apply load to our concrete, then it will create fiber interaction, okay, with uncracked matrix. Okay, so it has very limited importance. See the notes. See from my notes, last 3 points. The last one, okay, it has very limited importance in practical application. Okay, but even when cracks develop in the composite, the uncracked portion of the structure affects the overall behavior of the structural system. See, suppose this is a cube, okay, and here these are the cracks, okay, which gets developed in the initial stages of the concrete. Now this portion remains uncracked. Okay, means this one half of the concrete is having cracks. Okay, this is cracked concrete and the another half is uncracked one. Okay, so this uncracked portion, this one structure, affects the overall behavior of the structural system. So it is responsible for all the things. So a simple fiber matrix means the cement, the mixture, okay, the paste. So a simple fiber matrix system containing a single fiber, a simple fiber matrix system containing a single fiber. The stresses in both the matrix and the fiber are assumed to be zone in the unloaded stages. Okay, so when the load, whether it will be tensile or compressive, is applied to the matrix, part of the load transferred to fiber along its surface. So थोड़ा बहुत जो load है वो obviously we are inducing fiber to the concrete, then part of the load will be transferred to fiber, okay, along its surface. So due to the difference in the stiffness between the fiber and matrix, shear stresses will get developed along the surface of the fiber. Obviously shear stress anyhow it will develop. So see, also the deformation at and around the fiber will be smaller when the fiber is stiffer than the matrix. See, fiber will be stiffer than the matrix only, okay, because the deformation at and around the fiber will be smaller. If you have added the fiber is more stiffer than the matrix, then the deformation will be in very less quantity, okay. So this is generally occurs in the steel and mineral fibers, okay. So deformation around the fiber will be higher when the fiber modulus is less than matrix modulus. See, there will be two paths, okay, two things, one is fiber and other one is matrix, okay. If you have fiber is stiffer than matrix, then deformation at and around the fiber will be smaller and vice versa. If the matrix is stiffer than the fiber, then it will have great deformation, okay. So this may occurs in composite with polymers generally. So as long as the matrix and the fiber are within elastic range, so you have to keep this fiber and matrix in the elastic range, okay. So elastic stress transfer exists in an uncracked composite, okay. So then these elastic stresses will get transferred or exist in an uncracked composite. So see, the first point in this page, the inclusion of a small amount of short fiber has demonstrated to be an effective solution to control cracking due to drying shrinkage of concrete at early stages. See, the inclusion of small amounts of short fiber, okay, you have included short fibers to your concrete, okay. So why? To control cracking due to drying shrinkage of concrete at early stages. See, at early stages concrete gets cracked. Generally concrete gets cracked, okay. So to control this early staging cracking, you can include small amount of short fibers to avoid this early stages cracking which is caused due to drying shrinkage. So first of all you should know what is drying shrinkage. See, the topmost line of my note, drying shrinkage is the contracting of a hardened concrete. Hardened concrete means we have two concretes, the first one is fresh concrete, the other one is hardened concrete, okay. So this phenomena, this property drying shrinkage will get developed in the hardened concrete, matlab is related to hardened concrete only. So it is the contracting of an hardened concrete. When hardened concrete due to thermal stresses, due to temperature fluctuation, it gets contracts, okay. So hardened concrete mixture due to loss of capillary water, okay, it causes an increase of tensile stresses which may lead to cracking, okay. So internal warping and external deflection before the concrete is subjected to any kind of external loading, and this may get developed drying shrinkage. So because of this drying shrinkage, concrete may get developed so many small cracks. So to avoid these small cracks at early stages, you can include a small amount of short fibers. Okay, so you can, like this way you can avoid this cracking, this early stage cracking. Okay, see in the this one all note, if the volume reduction occurs before the concrete hardens, okay, it is called plastic shrinkage. You have two types of shrinkage, drying plastic. Okay, so if the volume reduction occurs before the concrete hardens, means concrete means before the concrete get fully hardened, 100% hard, if the volume reduction occurs, then it is called plastic shrinkage. The volume reduction that occurs primarily due to moisture loss after the concrete has hardened, means when the concrete gets fully hardened, then after this one volume reduction is going on in your concrete, then it is known as, this is caused due to drying shrinkage. So plastic shrinkage means before hardening of the concrete, and this one is after hardening of the concrete. So what is shrinkage? Shrinkage is a loss of moisture content in concrete due to hydration of cement and temperature. So cement and temperature, when the temperature goes too high, okay, and also hydration of cement is going inside the concrete in rapid rate, okay, in uniform rate also, so this may develop shrinkage. Okay, shrinkage means loss of water, and this shrinkage is of two types, drying shrinkage and plastic shrinkage. Plastic shrinkage means before the concrete get hard, okay, and this one is drying shrinkage means after the concrete has hardened. Okay, so these are the two types of shrinkage. Now see the next page. See the last point, it has very limited importance in practical application, but even when cracks develop in the composite, the uncracked portion of the structure affects the overall behavior of the structural system. So a simple fiber matrix system containing a single fiber. If you have fiber reinforced concrete and fiber matrix system, you can induce a single fiber. So the stresses in both the matrix and the fiber are assumed to be जोन इन द अनलोडेड स्टेज. ओके, सो अज्यूम टू बी जोन, तो हम उसको एक जोन की तरह अज्यूम करेंगे. सो व्हेन द लोड is applied to the matrix, part of the load is transferred to fiber along its surface. So when the load is applied, when the load is applied, then जो load है, part of the load is transferred to the matrix. Not this load is completely gets transferred to the matrix. It means the load has been divided into two parts. For one is matrix and another one for this one. So this one is due to difference in stiffness between fiber and matrix. So there will be some stiffness difference. Okay, so I told you about the stress strain response of the matrix will be non-linear and inelastic behavior prior to fracture. So just keep in mind, if the online exams will be continue in this semester too, then for the online exam, this one is very important one. The stress strain response of the matrix will be non-linear and inelastic behavior prior to fracture. So just keep in mind this line. So see this one, just read this one. A significant breakthrough in concrete technology was achieved using fibers to reinforced concrete. Obviously this one is most relevant, most significant breakthrough, means we are adding fibers in our concrete, so to have so many advantages. So various researchers have reported that fiber reinforcement can alter the brittleness of the concrete. See, I am telling you one thing through diagram. See, this one is the concrete cube and this one is the conventional concrete. Okay, conventional concrete. Now you have applied load. Okay, now you are applying load to this concrete cube. Now after maximum load or after ultimate load, this concrete gets develop cracks in it and ultimately it will collapse. Okay, so this one is the conventional concrete. Now when we are talking about concrete with having fibers, see, concrete with having fibers in an uniformly arranged way, and this one is the concrete. Okay, now when the load is applied to the concrete, or I have arranged fibers in this way. Okay, so when the load is applied, this load will get transferred to the fiber. So this is the zone of the fiber. Okay, now this fiber will share the load. Okay, and spread load in this way. Now ultimately, if we are talking about conventional concrete, it will develop cracks in this way. Now because of this is the barrier for the cracks, a kind of barrier. Okay, so this will resist the crack which is coming from the top, or when the load is applying to the concrete, this will reduce, or this will reduce the effect of this load and also resist cracks. Okay, so like this way, see, these are the firstly this is the one concrete. Now I have divided this one, so these are the fibers. So these fibers get tied together the concrete matrix. Okay, means this will help the concrete to have uniformity. Okay, and this will resist crack. See, the crack direction is this way. Okay, this is the crack direction. Now due to the availability of fiber, this crack has already been stopped here only. So this is the phenomena of using fibers in the concrete. So see, in continuation with this, the efficiency of fiber, here I am reading here. The efficiency of fiber reinforcement is based on the fiber matrix reinforcement interaction. Okay, so the understanding of these interaction is a challenging engineering problem where the frictional bond governs and the physical chemical bond plays a minor role. So this problem is extremely sophisticated because of the following non-linear interaction: interfacial debonding, plastic material deformation, mechanical bond deformation, and frictional sliding. So what is interfacial zone? The one is interfacial transition zone in our concrete. So you must know about interfacial transition zone. In short form, we can call this as ITZ. See, like this one, this is the concrete. Okay, so the concrete is having interfacial transition zone. See, the influence of mineralogical composition on the concrete properties is the role of interfacial transition zone. Okay, so just put in perspective, you have the aggregate here, you have the paste here, and in general, which has been found by experimental observation, is that the paste which is away from the aggregate is generally denser. That means it got less porosity. So the paste away from the aggregate, okay, has more CSH, and the paste away from the aggregate has less calcium hydroxide. So these are the two things, and for understanding interfacial transition zone. Okay, now the main topic, which is interaction between fiber and matrix in cracked matrix. We have two types, in cracked or in uncracked. Okay, so in cracked and uncracked. So see, first of all, see the diagram, this one. Okay, I am showing you different diagram. Just wait a minute. See, in Google Classroom, I have added notes. I have added the soft copy of my notes. Not this one. This one unit 4 with solution. Just go to unit 4 with solution. See, I have added all the important question with answer. Just you can see this one. First of all, see this one, this figure. Okay. See, the first figure, this is uncracked matrix and this one is cracked matrix. So here this is in tension, means we are applying here tensile load. Okay, this one is our concrete which is having fiber. So this is the fiber, this is the fiber. Okay, now and this one is the concrete and this one is the concrete. Okay, means matrix and the fiber. Except fiber, the whole things comes in matrix. Okay, so this is uncracked matrix and this one is cracked matrix. So how this fiber plays an important role here in cracked and in uncracked situation. See, in uncracked means this matrix is not cracked from anywhere. Okay, and cracked means this matrix or this concrete gets cracked from this direction. Okay, so the here crack is occur. Okay, crack gets occur here from this direction. So now get back to our notes. See here, so we are reading in cracked na. Just a minute. So see here, in cracked matrix means the first diagram. Okay, when composited fiber matrix is subjected to tension, the matrix cracks at a certain stage. Okay, it will crack at certain stage. Okay, so the fiber in the matrix carries the load across the crack and transmits the load from one side of matrix to the other. Okay, so this fiber, what does the fiber plays, what does the role here the fiber plays? Okay, so in this fiber in the matrix क्या करेगा ये, it will carry the load, okay, across the crack and transmit the load from one side of matrix to the other. Okay, so this is the important role here. So the main benefit of adopting fiber in hardened concrete relate to post cracking state, means after the cracks has been developed. Okay, so where the fiber bridging the cracks contribute to the increase in strength, means fiber क्या करेगा यहाँ पर, क्रैक को ब्रिज करेगा, means it will bridges the crack. Okay, to increase its strength, फेलियर स्ट्रेन एंड टफनेस ऑफ द कॉम्पोजिट. सो यहाँ पर फाइबर क्या रोल प्ले कर रहा है, इट रेसिस्ट और इट रिपेल द फाइबर. ओके, इट रेसिस्ट द फाइबर in the concrete. Okay, when the load is applied to the concrete, the fiber which is present in the concrete resist the cracks. Okay, which is going to be occurred due to external loading, so it will resist that crack. Okay, so following are the critical issues in the fiber matrix interaction in cracked stage. So this one is the in cracked. Okay, in cracked means, sorry, in cracked means the right portion. Okay, the right one, the right diagram. Okay, second diagram. Okay, so following are the critical issues in the fiber matrix interaction, like load slip variation, geometry, orientation effect, quantify the pull out resistance, interaction of randomly distributed fiber. So this one is the most important one. See again that diagram. See, just now I have told you for this one, cracked matrix. Okay, so when this fiber, see the fiber in the matrix carries the load across the crack and transmits the load from one side of the matrix to another. Okay, see, when composited fiber matrix subjected to tension, the matrix crack at a certain stage. So here this crack is developed here. Now if this fiber is not present in the concrete, then this crack will continues to here, from here to here. Now due to the availability of this fiber, this crack will stop here only. Okay, and this will not spread in throughout your concrete. Okay, so this will stop here only because of the presence of this fiber. So this is means this fiber bridges the cracks, contribute. So this fiber bridges the crack, means this one is the bridge which is the obstruction for the crack. Means what is the role of bridge? What is the role of bridge? It means when in the hardened concrete, when we are talking about post cracking state, means जब क्रैक हो गया है उसके बाद का स्टेट हम देख रहे हैं. ठीक है, यहाँ पर क्रैक थोड़ा सा डेवलप हो गया है. सो दिस फाइबर, वेयर द फाइबर ब्रिजिंग द क्रैक्स, सो दिस फाइबर bridges this cracks, which is the contribution to have increase in strength, failure strain. So this one is about cracked matrix. Now if we are talking for uncracked matrix, okay, uncracked matrix here. So this fiber is already present in the concrete to avoid cracks. See, just read this one. When composited fiber is subjected to tension, the matrix cracks at a certain stage. This only I have told you. See this picture. See this picture. What says this picture? Because of the availability of fibers in the concrete, this concrete resists crack. Okay, if this fiber is not present in the concrete, then this concrete will I think would be divided into two parts. Okay, but because of the availability of the fibers, this concrete resists the crack or resists the division of in two parts. Okay, so these are the some main points about fiber concrete. Now see, interaction between fiber matrix composite under uncracked condition. See, the interaction between the fiber and matrix is the fundamental properties that affects the performance of cement. Okay, it is very limited in practical, this I have already told you. Okay, so now see, one thing I told you, there are some tests, okay, to have to detect fiber matrix bond. Okay, so fiber matrix bond behavior can be studied using either direct or indirect test. So we have two types of test, direct test or indirect test. So in indirect test, the composite is tested in tension or bending and the fiber contribution is evaluated. So matrix resistance is obtained from mathematical modeling. So here matrix resistance is obtained. Okay, so now in direct test, a pull out test is used for a single fiber or an array of parallel fiber to determine interfacial properties. Okay, so in this test, the length embedment length provide for maximum pull out load without fracturing the fiber is kept short to provide easy pull out. Pull out means this is the direct test. See, in see, you are in a park, in a garden. Okay, now in garden so many grasses will be there. Okay, so there will be availability of the grass. So if you pick some grass and try to pull out, okay, try to pull out that grass, so along with that grass some part of soil will also get uprooted. Okay, if you are uprooting the grass in the garden, so along with that grass some part of soil will also get uprooted na. So like that, if you are uprooting or if you are pull outing some fibers from the concrete, then along with that fibers certain amount of concrete will also come out. So that depends on the bond between your matrix and fiber, means and your fiber strength. Okay, if the matrix is coming out in large quantity with the fiber, then the bond between these two is not so good. Okay, means fiber is not of that good quality. So, in direct test, a micro debonding test is used to when the embedment length is too long. The fiber might fracture rather than pull out. If the fiber's length is too long, see this one is the concrete and this is the fiber. Okay, see this is. If you are pull outing this fiber, okay, now because of the large length, because of the long length of this fiber, it might get fracture or the fiber might fracture rather than pull out. So it may be possible that fiber will fracture from here and this part is comes out. So you have to avoid the large length of the fiber because of this thing. Okay, so this is the fiber pull out test. So single fiber pull out test. So in this interfacial shear stress test, a single fiber is fully embedded in a thin sheet or film ऑफ मैट्रिक्स मटेरियल. ओके, मैट्रिक्स मटेरियल में आपको एक थिन शीट है मैट्रिक्स मटेरियल की, उसमें आपने क्या किया है, एक सिंगल फाइबर को पूरा एम्बेड किया है. ओके, नाउ द फोर्स रिक्वायर्ड टू पुल आउट द फाइबर आउट इज डिटरमिन्ड एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग इंटरफेशियल shear strength is calculated. So you have to examine the force required, okay, to pull out that fiber, and also along with that interfacial shear strength you have to calculate. Okay, in a calculated for a small diameter fibers that exhibit high interfacial bond strength. So the matrix film might have to be extremely thin. Okay, means 0.05 mm to 0.02 mm thick, so the fiber will pull out before it breaks. Okay, so you have to avoid the fiber breakage. Okay, means you have to pull out completely that fiber, not it will break in mid of the stage. So now the next is micro bond test. So it is called as bead pull off test. Okay, so what is the performance in a bead means a drop of matrix is cured in place on an individual fiber. Okay, then the bead is restrained by opposing knife edge and stripped off when a tensile force is applied to the fiber. See, I am showing you one picture. See, in first point in A, this is the single fiber pull out test where we have used a thin sheet of approximate 0.05 mm to 0.02 mm thick. Okay, so what we have to do here in this test, just you have to pull out a single fiber like a grass from the garden. Okay, now along with all this grass or fiber, some part of matrix will also comes out. Okay, so this you have to avoid. You have to pull the fiber completely from the matrix. Okay, so this one is the first test. Now the second is micro debound test. So in micro debond test, you have some drops of the concrete matrix and is cured in a place and on an individual fiber. Then the bead is restrained by opposing knife. So just leave this one because this is not in your syllabus. Now the next is micro bond bead pull off test, this third one. Okay, so what you have to do, the bead must small enough to permit the fiber to pull out rather than break. So typically bead diameter 100 to 200 micrometer ranges are suitable. So single fiber pull out test and micro bond bead pull off test are most commonly used to determine fiber matrix interfacial bond strength. Okay, so these are the complete information about interfacial bond between or interaction between fiber and the matrix in cracked situation and under cracked situation. Okay, so just listen this lecture completely and carefully. Okay, thank you. And now from next lecture onwards I am going to start unit number 5. Thank you.